Hey guys, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a great week and have been enjoying all of my Halloween tutorials so far. In today's video, I'm doing this scary monster mouth using liquid latex, scab blood, eyeshadow, and paper, which makes 3D teeth. I've done a look similar like this before, but not with the 3D teeth that stick out. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. So firstly, I'm starting off with liquid latex. Latex is an allergen, so if you are allergic to liquid latex, do not do this. So I would test this first, do a patch test before you put it on your skin, and it can smell really potent and be quite irritating. So I put that all over my mouth. Only do that if you can, if you're not allergic to it. And then I stick it down, and then I put toilet tissue on top and put more liquid latex on top of that. And I also move it away from my nostrils so I can breathe. So I just cover this with liquid latex. My liquid latex is from Body FX, by the way. And I do 2 layers of this. So I get another toilet tissue layer and rip it just so it's kind of all in alignment with my jaw and cheekbones and everything. And then I covered that with liquid latex again. This takes a little bit of time to work in, and you want to make sure that you don't rip the toilet tissue underneath either. And then I take some card paper. It was my birthday recently, so I was getting a lot of cards. This one's just a blank one because my sister sent me flowers and there was like a printed note on top of it because she's from overseas. So that came in handy. So I used that, cut out the teeth. After the liquid latex dries, it took about 4 minutes. I layer that with foundation, and you want to cover it with foundation and then with powder just to make it all nice and dry. And no, you can't talk out of this, and you just have to breathe through your nose. So now I take a bronzer and I put this on top of that as well because I want to match this to the color of my face. And then this is the scary part, probably the hardest part. You want to take some little nail scissors and cut the mouth out. Now, this looks scary and as if I'm cutting myself, but you literally just slide the scissors against your skin. It's actually really easy to do. You can feel where your skin is underneath, and the liquid latex kind of like lifts up from your skin a little bit. So yeah, you just want to be really careful here, and this does take a little bit of practice. So yes, just be really careful, but I just slide this underneath. Having nail scissors is really easy because I've got a natural curve, so it kind of helped with cutting that curved line up the mouth. And you can see here, so what I do is I stab a hole in the latex and then slide the scissors underneath. You might be really scared to do this, but when you do it more and more often, you'll realize it's not that bad. So then I end up taking this off. I ended up leaving the middle one on my mouth, but later on I took that off and just had nothing because you couldn't see my mouth anyway with all the teeth. So at first I took black paint and covered all on the inside and then over that piece on the lips, which I ended up removing. But this face paint is from Body FX. It's from the brand Tag Art Official, which is a really good face paint. So what you do is you just add water, and it's like watercolor. It's water activated. So now I'm taking the Body FX SFX Mastery palette, which is what I love. I use this all the time, and I put this over the paint just to really make it black. And as you can see here, I take that piece off the middle because I just thought it looked a bit ridiculous, and I just used the eyeshadow. Look how pigmented this eyeshadow was. I probably didn't even need to use the black face paint, but that just added a nice little extra layer beneath the eyeshadow. But this eyeshadow was just so pigmented. Now I'm taking some red and purple and blue tones from that same palette, and I'm just using all the same brush. You just want to wipe the brush off after you do the black, and I'm just putting this all around the mouth just to create bruising effect. I want it to look gory. I want it to look like it's been an old wound and I'm going crazy, I'm turning into a monster, whatever. Black eyeshadow under the eyes. I thought my eyes looked a little bit too pretty because I just had my natural makeup on, so I put black all around my eyes and a little bit of a wing. Now I'm taking the NYX Thorn Pricked Lip Oil, the Wednesday one. Oh my god, I absolutely love this. I use it all the time as a lip stain, so I just put that around the mouth because it has a really like wet looking texture. And then I use Scab Blood from Bennye. You can also get this from Body FX. By the way, I have a code for Body FX, which is just Alicia, so my name in capital letters, and that should get you some money off the website. And they've got everything on there from Scab Blood, prosthetics, wigs, glitter, liquid latex. They even do contact lenses on their website, lensfx.co.nz, but my code doesn't work on that website. So yeah, but anyway, body effects for all your needs this Halloween, guys. So now I am taking the paper that I cut out and I'm literally just placing it beneath the liquid latex. It just sat nicely behind it. I think because the liquid latex is naturally sticky underneath, and then the thick blood all on the mouth is really sticky. So it just slotted in easily. And then I want to make sure it's like a zigzag, like, you know, the top ones and then the bottom ones go in between all the gaps. So yeah, it ended up looking really cool. So now I'm taking the black paint and I'm just drawing a black line above all the teeth just to kind of make it look like there's some kind of gum area. And I do a little curved edges around the teeth because when you see teeth, they're not just like square at the root, they're slightly rounded. And now I'm taking this rainbow face paint palettes from Body FX as well and taking the yellow shade because teeth aren't pitch white. You want to make it look a little bit more realistic. I was going to do this with eyeshadow, yellow eyeshadow, but it didn't go on the paper too well, so paint it is. So I just kind of messily brushed this yellow paint over the white teeth, which made it look a little bit more realistic. So it just adds a little bit more dimension because not everyone has pearly whites like this. Then I'm taking the scab blood again and I'm putting this all over the teeth, just in random areas. You don't want to go too hard with this blood on the teeth because you want to see the shape of the teeth. So I just put a lot of it up by the roots of the teeth and just slightly blend it downwards. And I add some along the gum line, like all along the latex line. So yeah, I just took a little bit doing that, which I love. What are you guys going to be for Halloween this year? I think I've finally decided what I'm going to do. And it's going to be the yellow and black clown that I did last week. I think it looks really cool and I always feel so like glam and sexy, but spooky as a clown. So I might do that with me and my friend this year, which is exciting. We always go matching, which is really cool. And it looks really effective for photos as well. So yeah, I can't wait. So I just add some more black paint around the edges, just touching everything up. And yeah, this look is going to scare your friends on Halloween and it is really impressive and it'll probably last all night. But yeah, put in some black contact lenses if you can. These are the Salicera lenses. These are like $120, but this definitely makes a difference and makes all of your looks super spooky. So I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to thumbs it up if you did and subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me, guys. I'm nearly on 100,000 subscribers. I hope you have an amazing Halloween, whatever you may get up to, and I'll see you guys in my next week's video. Bye.